Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. It was hoped some warmer weather and timely rains would continue to keep planters rolling as we move past the halfway point. USDA expecting big things out of this year's crop, according to the latest supply demand report issued last week, calling for record yields for corn and soybeans. So let's see where things stand right now. USDA says 65% of the corn crop is now in the ground. That's up from 49% last week and 6% ahead of the 5-year average. Missouri leading the way, now 96% planted. Checking on soybeans, they're now 49% in the ground. That's up 14% from last week and well ahead of average. Planting finally underway in North Dakota, now at 2% planted, well off the pace of 15%. And spring wheat planting still behind, but 40% of the crop is planted. That's up from last week, but still 17% behind normal. But it's been a slow start to planting in the northern plains, including South Dakota. Ag Day's Michelle Rook joins us. And Michelle, things have started to pick up here in recent weeks.
With a record amount of snowfall here in South Dakota over the winter, farmers are actually surprised to be getting in the fields to plant this early. Many farmers expected planting delays after a tough winter.
We had over 50 inches of snow here at our place, and I just thought, wow, we're going to have a late spring and it's going to be wet out there.
3 weeks ago, I never would have guessed that we'd be in the field and it would be fit. There were still snowbanks in the shelter belts and the fence lines.
And while April was cold, soils have warmed up and dried off, a big contrast to the wet spring in 2022 in northeast South Dakota.
We're planting today and the topsoil is perfect. There's good subsoil moisture. I can go through every spot in every field.
So he won't have to take prevent plant like last year when 20% of his ground sat idle. And he's not alone.
Most everybody that I've talked to says prevent plant acres right now are probably not going to happen in South Dakota. But they do believe that they'll get it planted at this point.
With the ideal conditions, planting has been progressing quickly and farmers are going 24/7.
We've been running two rigs, 12, 16 hours a day. So we can put 600-700 acres away in a day. It doesn't take long.
So Schooley is caught up to his normal planting pace.
We are about 80% done on soybeans and probably 60-65% done on corn.
And with the good start, farmers are optimistic about yield potential. In South Dakota, I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.